The play concerns itself with a character who has to make a decision about his life at age 25, and he doesn't even know how binding that decision will be. And I think that it concerns itself with whether he'll go home or not. And there are political circumstances that are beyond his control, and political circumstances that he actually doesn't even want to accept. And the thing about life sometimes is whether I choose to accept those political circumstances or not, they are still there. And so I think that, especially in sort of big cities, I think sometimes we have no idea about the number of people who are walking around whose lives have been changed by circumstances outside of them, and who have those stories of leaving home, not knowing if they'll be going back. And I mean, I guess especially because I live in New York, I feel like 1 out of 4 people I see has that story. And I think more and more that's the reality in this country. And so I guess for me, that notion of displacement and sort of, how did you end up here, I think is a really interesting story. And so I guess that's where I would say it's responding to the American moment. And then the other piece is just that in researching the play and in getting ready to do it here, we realized that sadly, so much of the stuff about the Middle East has not changed. And so on a daily basis, the headlines we were looking at were actually almost completely similar to those in 1967. They're just about Iran now, and whether Iran is going to close the Straits of Hormuz, not the Straits of Tehran. It's like, the game hasn't, I wouldn't call it game, but it hasn't changed that much. So, and yeah, I would say that.